I'm at work right
And
now.
we are live.
Welcome to the Dog Daze podcast.
Podcast.
Yes,
We are joined today by an esteemed colleague, a true living, walking legend on the earth, Mr. Gus Guerrero.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Oh, what's up, Alex?
Oh, and a sixth guest.
Where's the cat? No, the cat's asleep.
There's
No, it's
actually
fine.
10 different cats who listen to this show.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
So I heard this is a free-flowing
Guessing.
conversation that occasionally touches on adult conversations topics.
You can
Is that
talk
correct?
More than
talk about
occasionally.
almost whatever you want, Gus. We'll cut it out if it's not acceptable, but
Have you guys heard of harbinger households?
no.
No.
Okay, so I thought I read this earlier, but apparently there's like zip codes in America that are just loser zip codes. They buy failure products. They vote for the candidates that lose. They just like anything that's failures, they go for it. So like they have like weird niche product. The Crystal Pepsi is really popular there. Candidates that aren't really popular are really popular there. So like people kind of use it as a test market. They're like, all right, if it's really popular there, then it's not going to succeed because they're the only ones that like that shit.
So what you're saying is the entire state of Arkansas.
Yeah, it's not states, but it's like zip codes. There's like all throughout America, and it's really weird. And they apparently don't know how to explain why these people all live together and they all have
What the fuck?
the zip. It's literally like based on zip codes. It's like, what the fuck? Why does this one zip code really like, I don't know, Coke with like some weird flavor of Coke or something like that?
You
What
literally
the
like
fuck?
crossed into a different zip code and life is totally back to normal, but like step over
Yeah.
one street.
It's really weird.
It's,
Do you have any
it's
examples?
literally, Gus, we do live in a simulation, you know?
Do I have any examples? Like, I don't know, like Colgate lasagna. You can Google this shit. It's called Harbinger. It's called Harbinger households or Harbinger of like doom or something like that. It's because they're basically just loser zip codes, right? Because it's basically uneducated people that apparently really like failure products, and people they don't know why they're like all congregating in one kind of place. I mean, there's theories on it, but I'm obviously just an amateur on this, so.
This New York Times article says that it's a bunch of anti-influencers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want to.
But-
I want to go to one of those zip codes and see like what's there.
Dude, I want to go. I absolutely want to go. I want to go and like film a documentary and just start like asking people questions.
What is like an example? Like, just give me one of these zip codes on this list. I want to look this place up.
I don't know the zip codes. I don't think they share the zip codes. It was like on
Oh.
Scientific American. It was like an article or something.
It's secret. You have to literally be a true harbinger in order to know where the zip codes are.
What the fuck? Okay.
I think. Do you know you're like in the zip code if you're in the zip code, or do you just assume that's normal life? That's my question. Like, do you think that you think you're a loser, or do you just assume that you're winning?
I feel like you don't.
Damn.
Probably more obvious if you move there, I imagine. Where you
Yeah, like if you're like what the fuck? Why does this Mountain Dew black?
Watermelon
What the hell is it?
Oreos?
Some
yeah,
weird
Frito-Lay
weird
lemonade.
flavor or something like that.
Weird.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
These are like just like mismatches of words that just don't make sense.
I do have an explanation for that. It's perfectly simple. We live in a simulation, and that's where the code glitched, and like the code master is trying new things, and that's it.
I respect
We
it.
do live in a simulation. This is correct.
Yeah.
Bro, if we live in a simulation, then why can't I suck my own dick if I want to?
Yeah, they didn't write the code for that then.
That's gonna be in the
Yeah.
next patch. Just a few updates
Wasn't that-
to the new version.
the auto
That
fellatio patch.
They're like, oh, just seeded a new universe, fixed a couple things, giving humans the ability to like pleasure themselves.
you know what? 2020 has been a hard year. This next patch, they're really gonna like this one.
We realized that there's a lot of bugs to fix.
All water on Earth is replaced with cocaine.
Bro,
Bro,
out of nowhere.
I'm reading about I'm not gonna go on a whole tangent about this, but I'm reading a book on the history of hip hop, and I just got to the point where cocaine gets really big, and it's just like crazy how society changes because of a white powder, like everything.
I mean, looking at like the timelines, didn't hip hop start getting really big around the time like cocaine? Well, not maybe like crack became a thing, like mid '80s, kind of.
Yeah, like there was 10 years of hip hop before that, but it was like very proto hip hop. It was like those like Planet Rock kind of songs where it was like very, very old school. It wasn't really the hip hop we know today. Like Run DMC, like gets really big at around the same time as cocaine.
Bro, it's actually
super
pretty
interesting.
crazy how cocaine and the rise of Schoolhouse Rock really correlate with one another.
Have you guys listened to Joe Pesci's rap video?
No.
Oh, what?
It's called Wise Guy. He made a rap video in the 90s, I think.
Oh man.
Of course it is.
Bro, have you seen Gus, have you seen the SNL the Joe Pesci show clips?
No.
Bro, they're so good. The guy that plays Joe Pesci, he's spot on. And
Who is it?
then
Let me see.
yeah, you can Google it. Anytime I show these guys any kind of clips, they don't watch it. So Gus, you'll be a better friend than
when you send shit in the chat, I watch it.
Oh, there's a chat right here. Is
Yo,
that
by
where
the
you put
way,
it?
what's up?
Nothing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Gus, I wanted to highlight to the listeners that don't know any of us and are like tuning in for the first time or whatever, or that just don't know us personally. That Gus, you're the guy that drew the Dog Days podcast logo, and you like when Dog Days was just a radio show in a college, like you came every week and you were down with us playing the music and shit.
I did not come every week.
Came like
Bro, you were there
80%
every
of the weeks.
freaking minute. Every nanosecond, bro.
Gus, you put in more community hours than Brandon.
I do remember cleaning. I
Honestly,
was there for
yeah.
community hours. I do remember that for some reason.
You actually got dragged to that?
I don't know. I was there cleaning up some. I was there cleaning the studio for some reason.
Yeah, I remember that day. Yeah.
Oh,
That
man.
was that the day, Brandon? Was that the same day that me, you, Roosh, and someone else went to that Indian place in like Miramar? You remember that?
Oh,
I remember
was it
that,
Art
yeah.
Cavalli?
Gus, it was you. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that specific day because that's the only time I did community hours.
Sick. All right, let me ask you guys something. Does anyone
ahead.
else like remember college, or is my memory just bad? Because I feel like I'm forgetting. Not like, I guess things I learned, but like just memories.
I think
Yeah.
collectively, I remember like 30 different days of college. From,
Okay.
like sorted throughout the entire thing, but like not. But that's it. It caps out at 30.
It gets,
I remember-
It gets easy, you know.
I have a loose recollection of like the general vibe of college sometimes. I get like hit with these like nostalgic feelings sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like when I
Specific.
when I go through pictures, like it all like kind of comes back to me like, oh man, like I remember that time I was hanging out at Dog Days or I was hanging out going out with at PB or something. Like it'll kind of rush back to me, but without that, sometimes it's a little hazy.
Yeah, my time reference is like my jacket. So like I just base everything off my jacket. Like if I can remember in my memory what color the jacket was, I'm like, oh, all right, I kind of get it.
Bro,
Bro,
guys, let me
all
ask
my
you this: Do you
memories-
remember going to the like Pacific Beach or Ocean Beach or it was very far away? Do you remember going to a movie theater in the middle of nowhere and watching a movie with Jason Patrick Grimm?
Yeah, it was
Oh.
Wish You Were the one with Joaquin Phoenix, right?
You were never
Oh,
really.
yeah,
You were never
Yeah, it
really
was
here.
Hillcrest. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Hillcrest. It was you were never really there. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
was
a
that
cool theater.
Hillcrest?
Yeah,
It was in Hillcrest.
Yeah, it was right across from.
I don't know. It wasn't that far.
I don't.
That's
I
not
went
bad.
really far to
Not
watch a
far.
movie one time in college. I think I went all the way to Poway to watch Sicario.
I think Poway has a really nice theater. I'm thinking some theater is really nice up there.
It
trying to
was pretty
remember.
nice, I'm not gonna lie. But the theater that was in the La Jolla shopping center or whatever, by the Ralphs, that was like absurdly nice.
True.
Yeah. It's probably the nicest theater I've ever been in.
Bro, the good old days of having the AMC pass to do.
Bro,
Seeing movies
Movie
for free.
Pass was like something we'll tell our grandchildren about.
That was so broken.
Does anyone still have their
Oh,
card?
Bro, yeah.
I don't.
God.
I should have
Yeah.
kept mine.
I know, right? Could have
I
I could
framed
have
it.
sold mine as an NFT for $30 million. Probably.
Didn't that go out of business like a year after that started?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Less
It
than a
Around-
year.
started,
around
and
that.
everyone's like, "There's no way. There's 0% chance this can actually work as a business." And Movie
Yeah.
Pass is like, "No, like it's chill. Just go see the movie. Show them the pass." And you're like, "No, it's impossible." And they're like, "No, it's definitely possible. Like you can do it right now." And then like 6 months later, it's like, "Oh yeah, we're closing in a week."
I think the last movie pass number I have was going to see Annihilation. I think with you, Brendan, and you, Gus. Like
Yeah, and
high-
Max-
in
Max was
IMAX,
there too.
high as fuck. Oh, and Mac. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. That was wild. And then the next day was the day I fucking had a mental breakdown and switched majors.
No,
Oh, okay,
what?
well, I know
Nice.
that day.
Damn.
I remember that day because I had a mental breakdown. That was a consequence of your mental breakdown. Because I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Should you
Should
and
I
I
be in
definitely have like an
mechanical engineering?
existential moment where we're like, what are we doing with our lives? Why
Yeah,
are we
exactly.
here?
Because Ben literally went like advanced fluids is nothing to me. Like this whole fucking scene sucks. And I was like in the scene still, and I was taking advanced fluids still. I was like, what the fuck? Like, should I be taking like theater classes?
And, I mean, your heart's got to be in it, man. You gotta, if you're gonna go into engineering, you have to really, really like it. And again, power to
Yeah.
you for realizing that wasn't for you and going towards
Yeah.
something you enjoy more.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this, I'm out.
True.
Well,
But,
the craziest part too is you're good at it, also, Ben.
Yeah.
And it's more than being good to it. No, you have to really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this, Ben. Well, it's easy to
Go
step
ahead.
away from something when you're really bad at it. It's hard when you're good at it. So
Exactly.
I wasn't really paying attention, but good on you.
It's all right.
You got the gist of it.
Yeah.
You got the
Brendan,
Yeah.
do you remember when we saw Phantom Thread with Christian and he thought it was like a Star Wars movie?
Yes, dude, that was the average age in the building was 60, and that's because there were like 3 outliers bringing it down, 3 or 4 outliers. It should have been like 80. Everyone there was old, and Christian pulls up wearing a backpack. We're sitting in like the middle of the theater, like
Can
middle
you take
row,
a step back? Can you
middle,
start
like,
from the beginning here?
oh my god. So it was me, Gus, and Jadu. Were you with us?
Yeah.
And was Trent with us or no?
I think so. Because we stopped at Christian's house to pick up like weed or booze or something.
We just stopped by. I think to pick up Trent, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
And then Christian's there, like, "Oh, what are you guys doing right now?" Like, I just got done studying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh, just going to see a movie." He's like, "Oh, I'd be down to go see a movie." And we're like, "I don't know if you'll like it. It's like it's Phantom Thread." And he's like, "Oh, I heard about that. I want to see this." I was like, "Damn, I didn't know Christian was such like a PTA guy, And so like he gets in the car with us, and he's like pretty fucked up already. And then we like go and we walk into the theater, and Christian's like looking around. Everyone there's like old, like with canes and like sophisticated, like wearing bow ties, and like on dates. Like it was honestly pretty cute. And so we're just sitting, and then like the movie starts, and like it's a fantastic film. Like I'd highly recommend it. And I just like look over at Christian, and he has a handle of Fireball in the movie theater, just like casually sipping on it during Phantom Thread. And then we leave, and it's like a 3-hour-long movie where like barely anything happens, but it's really good. And we leave, and then I'm like, "Christian, bro, like, what'd you think of the movie?" He's like, "Bro, I thought this was gonna be Star Wars." That was hilarious.
Fucking love Christian.
Yeah, I mean he was a champ though.
He brought the energy that
Yeah,
theater
well,
needed, honestly.
Absolutely. My absolute favorite Christian memory. I fucking love this story. Was I don't remember who was there. Brendan, I feel like you were probably there. Jadu, you might have been there. Gus, you might have been there. Shane, I don't think I remember you being there. But
Yeah.
okay, this was at fuck. What was it? Weller? Like my senior year, my last year of college. Do you guys remember? That was like Jacob lived in.
It was
Oh,
it was Weller, wasn't
Steinbeck?
it?
Steinbeck, that was it. Yeah, Steinbeck. I think it was
Definitely wasn't Weller, or
Steinbeck.
else I would have been there.
Steinbeck 2.0. This the same house where Mark Chavez broke Jacob's bong. But it was like a random Friday night. Like I don't think it was like an event at all. It was just like a random assortment of guys like hanging out there, and we were like playing die and stuff. Christian this was like pretty soon after I got there, and he was Christian. He was fucked up already, like completely. And he kept saying like, guys, like I'm gonna do a backflip off the die table. And we're like, no, Christian, you're not. You're gonna fucking kill yourself. Like, no fucking way. And then like he just kept saying like, guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Then at some point we were like setting up a lamp outside because it had gotten dark. We like weren't really paying attention. And Christian like meanwhile while we weren't like we didn't notice, he just fucking like drags the die table away to like an open area of the grass in the backyard. And he gets up there. We turn around. We're like, Christian, no. And he's like, guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. He was so drunk. And he fucking does it. He fucking knocks it out. He lands it like perfectly, like a perfect backflip just off the table. We're just like, what the fuck, dude? I thought like for sure he was going to kill himself. It was beautiful. It was amazing.
The fact I remember that, and like the fact that he had to like sneak to do it, like he was being like so low key, and then no one noticed. And the next thing you notice is you just like look up and Christian's on the table, like poised and ready to do a backflip.
Like a fucking Olympic
Gross.
diver, just like, all right.
It's the most low key backflip ever.
Yeah.
I don't think I was there. I don't remember that. I feel like I would have remembered that.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be hard to forget. Did Christian remember that?
Who knows?
Maybe not.
Guys, I did a backflip?
I've never done one of those before.
I love Christian.
Bro, I wanted to bring up the Oscar nominations
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
to discuss.
Shifting topics.
We don't have to just talk about it extensively if no one's seen the movies, but I particularly let's go over the Best Picture nominees first. The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, and Sound of Metal.
Okay.
I know which one you're gonna choose.
Personally, I only didn't see Mank and The Father.
You
Those are probably really good.
I forgot you did. Yeah, you saw. Have we all seen Minari here or no?
I haven't seen
I
Minari.
still need to see it.
Bro, it's so good.
I vote
So
for
my
Sound of Metal.
favorite, yeah, Sound of Metal first, and then I'd say like Nomadland, and then maybe a tie between Judas and the Black Messiah and Promising Young Woman. I don't know.
You didn't like Minari?
I did, but the other ones were better, I think.
I haven't.
Minari's kind
I've
of slow,
only. Oh,
and
sorry.
it hits me in the very end with like the grandson grandma relationship, but not enough to make it top movie of the year.
Guys, I feel bad to say it, but I was not a huge fan of Nomadland.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see? Did you see what's it called? Into the Wild.
No, and I want to see them to compare the two. To be
Got it.
completely honest, I thought Nomadland was like visually beautiful. Like I love the landscapes. I love the whatever camera they were using was able to like pick things up really well. I like the portraits of like characters that they were able to like pull off. So I think that it could. I would. I mean, I haven't seen the other nominations for cinematography, but I feel like that one's a contender. I don't know. Something about the writing was tough for me. It was like very, very sad. And like not that sad movies can't be good. Like some of the best movies are really, really sad. But this one felt like it was just sad to just no end. Like there is not like a point to it being that sad. And then some of like the saddest moments in the movie, I felt like the dialogue was not natural at all. Like not to give a spoiler away, but like when the woman was like, "Oh, I have like 3 brain tumors, so I'm just doing what I can until it's my time." I just felt like, and Frances McDormand is a great actress, but I just felt like her response in that moment was very unauthentic. She was just like, "I'm sorry," and just like
I
she didn't
mean,
like reach and touch her. She didn't like say anything else. She was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
like think about if you were in that situation. Like I wouldn't know what the fuck to say to that. Like, oh shit, dude, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like I don't know what I would say, and that's I think part of the reason why we turn to movies is to like see what the human complex is in these situations that we'll never really find ourselves in. And you can learn a lot from movies about humanity in that sense. But I didn't think that. I don't know. I felt like that at least that one moment really sticks out in my head as being a bit inauthentic. I don't know what the proper response is to that. I don't really know what the accurate response is to that, but that didn't feel like it.
I think my biggest issue was like, I mean, she just wasn't the most likable character, which I get that in the context of the movie, but like there were so many times I'm just like fuck you, like don't be such a fucking asshole to people. You know, like I don't know.
Yo, I just had this idea of us picking the winners, the Dog Days official winners for the 4 biggest categories. So let's do like let's vote on it.
I don't know if I have enough input on this. I've seen 2 of the Best Picture nominees.
It's fine.
I'm down to make you Jadu our delegate for being like electing our Dog Days picks.
No, I mean, Brandon, which one is your favorite out of the Best Picture nominees?
For Best Picture, and I'm going based off of just like my knowledge of the movies rather than like having seen them.
Okay.
I know that I'd say the big 3 in the Best Picture category are Minari, Nomadland, and Sound of Metal.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, and Judas and the Black Messiah, I heard was really, really good.
Yeah, it's dope.
For Best Picture, I struggle, and I haven't seen Minari, but not that I struggle to see it happening, but like I think it would be a pretty big shock to the film community if like a foreign film won 2 years in a row for Best Picture. Like that would be, I mean, I'm not saying that would be a bad thing either. I'm just saying that would definitely be shocking.
Dude, can you imagine if Korea fucking took away Best Picture 2 years in a row? That would actually be fucking insane.
But in many ways, like they would deserve it. So,
yeah,
I mean,
dude.
Parasite for sure.
Such good shit coming out of Korea.
Yeah, that's still one of my favorite movies I've seen in theaters the last like 3 or 4 years.
That was
That was probably the last movie I've ever seen in theaters.
Yeah, that was like a
Gus, what's your pick?
Shut down.
Honestly, looking at all the movies, I feel like this Slack, what is it called? Racket? Not Slacket. What's it called? The slate of movies.
Slate, yeah.
It's pretty weak, to be honest. I think a bunch of these movies wouldn't be on there if COVID didn't happen. I feel like they would have been pushed out. I think Sound of Metal is the next one.
Yeah. I feel like Promising Woman in any other year would not be in there.
Yeah, some of these wouldn't be in there for sure. Mank was, I don't know how I feel about that movie. It's cool aesthetically, I guess, but like it's pretty boring, in not a good way. Like things happen, but not in a good way. Trial of Chicago 7 is like a TV movie, aesthetically. I guess some of the actors are good, but like it's whatever. Nomadland, I feel the same. I haven't seen it yet. I kind of get the vibe. I'm not gonna like it just from what I've heard about it and kind of just seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Minari, I feel like it's kind of like Parasite in the sense like it's foreign, but like it's not as exciting. So I don't think people are gonna vote for it just because like it's kind of like a slice of life. What I've heard. Judas and the Black Messiah, I liked. It's still just okay though. It wasn't like really really good. I haven't seen The Father. I probably will, but I don't think I'm gonna be amazed by that one. What is the other one? I don't even know what Promising Young Woman is, to be honest. And what
It's
else is
crazy.
there? Which is the No Man Land. Back to that one. I get the vibe that this is kind of like she's a fairly new director, so I think that like this is going to be seen as like her like first big one, and then like I think her next projects will like actually be like super good. So I don't think she'll win for this one. I think this is kind of more like a starter project for her in the sense, even though like she's made a couple movies before, this is like her first like actual, oh, she's here, even though she's made her next movie is a fucking Marvel movie.
What?
Wait, for real?
Really?
Yeah, her next movie is Eternals.
What
Like
the
a budget
fuck?
Marvel movie. Yeah.
Huh. That's an interesting jump.
Bro, and
Yeah,
also,
so
if she won, if either Minari or Nomadland won, it'd be two. I mean, she's Chinese, not South Korean, but like it'd be two foreign directors winning Best Movie 2 years in a row.
That would be super interesting, especially in like I guess contrast to the context of like the current bullshit going on, you know, with like
Yeah.
racism against Asian Americans and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that'd be gnarly. Like or not. I mean, it'd be very like crazy to see that. I don't know.
So could I say that from the Best Picture the Best Picture, I guess, winner from Dog Days would be Sound of Metal, from what I've gathered.
So I haven't seen it, but it looks to be like the strongest contender in my opinion.
Okay.
Who's the
Ben?
actor? Who's the main actor in Sound of Metal?
it's
Riz
Ahmed.
Ahmed.
And
Yeah.
isn't he? What else is he in?
He's in Star Wars.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
No, I don't remember. He's been in a couple. He's been in a couple things. I don't think he's not like a really popular actor in the sense that like you would definitely know him, but like
And yeah, that leads me to the fact that for the first time in history, there's two Asian actors competing for actor in a leading role. 2 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 out of the 5. It's Riz
Wow.
Ahmed and Steven Yeun.
oh, dude, that's actually super dope. Steven Yeun is awesome.
Yeah, they're both good
Yeah,
actors.
He's from Walking Dead and Okja, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say for acting in a leading role. Okay, so the nominees are Riz, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Hopkins, Gary Oldman, and Steven Yeun. I think Chadwick's probably gonna take it.
Oh my god.
Oh, Chadwick Boseman is nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Have you seen that?
No,
His acting is crazy.
he's gonna get it. That's
Yeah, and he just died too.
He's got to get like
I'd put money on it.
in the context of that, like he probably. I mean, I guess I can't say he should get it, but it would make sense.
Yeah, it's gonna be between him and I guess like Anthony Hopkins. Anytime he's running, he has like quite a big chance of getting it.
And Gary Oldman going for his second best actor.
what's Gary Oldman even going for? Mank? I guess.
Mank, yeah.
I don't think he'll get that.
I just want to reiterate because I feel like I kind of didn't really speak a lot on Sound of Metal. That's a really good movie. It's simple but not cliche. It's just kind of beautifully shot. It really does a lot of cool things with sound and sound editing. It's a really good movie. I don't know if it would win in like a normal year for sure, but like it's definitely I think one of the stronger movies of this past year.
Yeah.
Is it like a Whiplash vibe or no?
I was gonna ask that too. Actually,
Interesting.
Seems similar.
Interesting. It's not at all like the same theme of like a guy trying to be the best and like trying to like compete with other people. It's definitely not that, but the vibe, I guess, is kind of because it's kind of grim. It's kind of like it's about music. Like the style is dope because it's all like it reminds me of the style of Green Room from A24 because it's very like punky,
Okay.
but it's a sad theme, but it doesn't feel sad as a movie because like you're experiencing it through the guy and the guy's very angry all the time. So it kind of feels like Whiplash a little bit.
Cool.
Dude, did you think it was a happy ending or a sad ending? Because realistically, like,
I think it's a happy ending.
yeah, it was kind of a happy. I mean, it's kind of weird to say it was a happy ending because it's really just a
Yeah.
sad story and overall. But like,
Yeah,
it was a good movie. I would recommend you watch it
it's really
if
dope.
you haven't seen it. Yeah.
So far, I have Sound of Metal for best movie and Chadwick Boseman for best actor.
I'm gonna take the opposite stance. I don't think Chadwick Boseman should do it. Win.
What?
Contrarian.
Who do you think?
I think it should go to
Either.
Riz. To be honest, I think Riz Ahmed was really good in that movie, and I don't think
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman was that good. And I mean, he was good, but he wasn't like. I don't know. You just gotta watch. You gotta watch Riz Ahmed and what he like. The amount of acting you have to do in that, and like the anger and the happiness he had, and like portraying all that. I feel like it's a very easy win because like like Tropic Thunder or whatever, like special needs and stuff like that. Being deaf is a kind of a special need, so like people go for that kind of shit. He's
Is
playing a
that
character with a disability,
is that
and
the
like
synopsis of Sound of Metal? Is he deaf?
I think he starts to lose his hearing.
he
Like,
starts to lose his hearing.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And
Brian, I really
so-
like the girlfriend character.
Oh, Lou. Yeah, that actor is good too.
Yeah.
That was a good. That was a good one.
Do you know what else is a lock? I'm just gonna put it out there because
Go ahead.
you could probably bet money on these things. Best animation feature.
Soul, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta go to Soul.
What else is there?
Pixar just gets more and more metaphysical, like as they produce more movies.
I really like that. Two of the nominees are Pixar. I don't think that
Two
usually happens.
Pixar movies?
Oh yeah, Onward.
What's
was
the other
like-
one?
Onward. That
Yeah.
movie
Onward.
was like.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, that movie was okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear much about Onward. Onward was one of those that were released and no one really said anything, but I heard good things about Soul, so I imagine that one's gonna take it.
Soul
Yeah,
was
I
dope.
think
Soul is
Onward
dope.
got released right at the start of COVID. Like it was almost like
Yeah.
too late for them to delay it, so it was just like kind of awkward. But Soul, everyone saw it because it was like, I mean, if you had Disney Plus, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Bro,
Has
Soul is
anyone
dope.
seen? Has anyone seen Shaun the Sheep movie? Armageddon? That's up for the running.
That's how you know, man. That's how you know this year's just kind of a fucking write off. Like anyway.
They should just put Sonic the Hedgehog there. Why the fuck did they put Shaun
They
the Sheep
should.
movie?
That would honestly be so funny.
It could, dude. Honestly, I didn't hate Sonic the Hedgehog. Like Jim Carrey carried it, but I appreciated it.
You
Where's his
saw
fucking
it?
supporting actor nomination? Has he?
Bro, okay. Ben, did you see it high?
Huh?
Did you see Sonic High?
I did not, but that sounds like a fantastic idea.
That sounds like the only way to enjoy it.
It's true.
Actress in the leading role: Viola Davis, Andra Day, Vanessa Kirby, Frances McDormand, and Carey Mulligan. You gotta go to Viola, right?
Why?
Oh,
Where was she
maybe
in?
Frances McDormand though.
Has Viola won before? If she
I
hasn't,
don't.
then I would give it to her.
Wait, let me check it. Probably has, honestly. Yeah, she won an Oscar.
Has everyone won one on this except Andrew Day and Carey
I
Mulligan?
mean, Carey Mulligan cannot have won one. Though she was really good in, I don't know, was that her? Yeah, in Drive, right?
I think so.
Mulligan's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has Steven Yeun won before?
I don't think he's ever been
No,
nominated.
He wasn't even nominated.
Really?
Yeah, the dude
I mean-
from Walking Dead that made like 2 movies.
Bro, he was good at Okja too. Bro, I was in an art class at UCSD, and one of our prompts was to basically make a piece about like diversity and just like I forget exactly what the prompt was, but diversity and like stuff and like the way we see things and see the world or whatever was a big part of the prompt. And what I did was I took like a Photoshop tutorial where you could like face swap, and I found this like really cliche James Bond photo of Pierce Brosnan, and I like basically face swapped different foreign actors onto Pierce Brosnan, basically to like reimagine the role of like James Bond being played by some like character that wasn't necessarily just like white. And Stephen Yuen was like one of the ones that I put on there. I got
It's a
an
good
animal
one.
on it.
Bro, Brandon, do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell the rest of Dog Days in the world about how I helped you in the art project one time at UCSD?
Maybe. Does it get political?
It is a political, but it's not.
Then no.
It's not. It's not. There's no judgment. It doesn't say anything about you or me.
All right, for sure.
And
That's the same thing we're thinking about.
all judgment needs to be pointed at Ben.
All right, we'll discuss it off air. Um,
Where the fuck did
I-
that cat go?
Right here.
I think Viola Davis has this one. Frances McDormand is a close second. Let's go to directing. Directing. This is interesting.
Oh, I didn't realize that Mink was David Fincher.
Yeah, me neither. I realized that like the other day. Another round, which I have not seen,
Fuck
and
is
I
that?
don't know who Thomas Vinterberg is, but I mean, I guess he's one of the best directors of the year. Mank, David Fincher, Minari Lee, Isaac Chung. I think probably his first movie or one of his first movies. Nomadland, Chloe Zhao. I think also like her first movie. Promising Young Woman, Emerald Fennel. I think that is her first like feature length also.
Hey, I just looked up Another Round, which is the movie that the Thomas Vinterberg is for. That's apparently the movie where
Mhm.
Mads Mikkelsen just goes on a giant binge drinking comedy adventure.
Oh. Oh right. It's a movie about it's a movie about like let's just see how much we can drink. Yeah.
Wait, which movie is this?
Oh my god,
Another run.
Another Round. Brendan, do you remember the movie BAC? I thought I it's
I
basically
still think
that.
that's one of the greatest movie premises of all time.
It says the group begins to discuss psychiatrist Scouter Code, who theorized that having a blood alcohol content of 0.05 makes you more creative and relaxed. So basically, the main character just tries to make sure his blood content is basically that.
Yo, wait a minute, bro. This is like Big Fat Liar. They took your script and turned it into Another Round.
I'm fucking suing, dude.
Wait, Gus, would you be down to go through like the premise of BAC?
Yeah, I gotta pee real quick though. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
I'm also gonna go grab my water bottle real quick.
Or like PAC.
Oof. Yo, for directing,
God.
just to close this topic, I think I haven't seen Mank, but I think it's probably like a top contender. But Nomadland is probably gonna take it, right?
We'll see. I have literally no idea.
No one saw any of the movies, but I'm
Yeah.
calling
A single one of these.
Nomadland.
Cannot.
It's
provide
gonna be
any-
it's gonna be Chloe Zhao or it's gonna be David Fincher. That's what I'm calling. Also, Borat got a bunch of nominations, right?
Did it?
Look, actress in a supporting, actress in a supporting.
I actually heard she was really good. That whoever the supporting actress was in that movie was supposed to be like.
Yeah,
I heard a lot of good things, so it makes sense that she was nominated.
Which one?
yeah, she was really funny.
The supporting actress in Borat.
Oh, dude, she
Bro,
was
it's-
really good.
She was.
It's so funny. I have the Oscars page open right now, and seeing Borat's subsequent movie film delivery of prodigious bribe to American regime for make benefit once glorious nation of Kazakhstan, seeing all of that in the Oscar like nominees is one of the joys in my life.
Guys, seeing this more and more now, I have a feeling that Mank is gonna steal a lot of the attention.
I don't think so. I don't think Mank was that well received.
Really?
Nah, I feel like if they give it to David Fincher's an old white man, no offense, but like it wasn't that good of a movie regardless. It was kind of, but it is everything that like the Oscars really like. Like it's
It
about
just
old
seems
time
like
Hollywood.
Oscar bait.
Yeah, it's basically that. But like, I don't think it's
It's
gonna win.
literally
Just
in
'cause-
black and white.
yeah,
That's true.
it's just not that good of a. It's so weird. Like, I feel like David.
All right, Shane, do you wanna finish the
Fincher
sentence?
could have like it has the bones of a good movie if that makes it overrated.
Yeah.
Gus, you're kind of breaking.
It also has a
What?
I didn't realize also the soundtrack is Trent Reznor. And the last time that it was
Oh.
Fincher
The
and
soundtrack
Reznor
was really good.
The soundtrack was good.
Yeah.
Because I know that they did the soundtrack. I mean, like David Fincher directed and
Social
Trent Reznor
Network.
did the soundtrack for Social Network, which is like, dude, some of the scenes in that movie, like, are like the coding scene where he's basically like making the face mash site at the beginning of the movie, and it's like boom, 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 right? And like David Fincher is like overlaying this montage sequence of him like building the site and hacking. Meanwhile, like the Phoenix is holding their like first party of the semester or whatever. Crazy. Like that scene that just works so well. Does Mank have like any of that in it?
Okay, well, the thing about Mank is, well, The Social Network was written by Aaron Sorkin, right?
Yeah, true.
Mank was written in the 1990s by David Fincher's dead dad, so I don't think he changed the script since then. So I think that's part of the problem is like the script is pretty antiquated, if that makes sense. So everything else is really top notch, like the acting, the visuals, the sound effects. That's cool. I just think I don't know if he fucking had anyone edit it since then.
Oh, yeah, I'd be a little bit. I feel like you definitely have to like revisit the writing table a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if he did that or if he was just like, you know what, my dad. It's also about a guy who's a screenwriter too, so I don't know if he wanted to be like, whatever, I can fuck it.
Oscar bait. This is all Oscar
Yeah.
bait. A movie about movies is like what wins the Oscars every year.
Yeah, it's about the guy who wrote what's the fucking movie?
Okay.
Orson Welles and the
Oh,
you
Citizen
know which
Kane.
one? Yeah, Citizen Kane.
Ah, see, Oscar bait.
Yeah.
What's crazy is that I guess like Gary Oldman plays a 33-year-old in the movie. He's 62,
How
Damn.
old? He's 62.
and the character he's playing is 33.
Do you think Gary Oldman waited his entire life to finally be old? Just that name.
Old man. He used to be Gary Young Man.
Young man.
Terrible.
Young man.
I feel like the biopics this year kind of have that same issue. Like Gary Oldman's supposed to be 33 in that movie, but also in Judas and the Black Messiah, the two main characters are supposed to be, they're both supposed to be like 17 and 20, but they're played by fucking 30-year-olds, and you can clearly tell that.
Bro,
So
the ending where it tells what happens to that dude, I forgot his name, Bill O'Neill,
Yeah.
Judas. Bro, it's very shocking. Like, I didn't know the story at all. It's a real story, so I feel like it could spoil it. It wouldn't be really a spoiler. What do you guys think? What's that?
About spoiling it
Yeah. Could I say what the end is?
Which movie?
of Judas and the
Judas
Black
and the Black
Messiah.
Messiah.
Wait, I haven't
As
seen
long
it.
as our listeners know.
I mean, it's
that
history.
we
It's
can
it's
spoil
already
it.
happened.
It's okay. I'm not gonna spoil it, but bro,
No, spoil
like,
it.
Is that like a spoiler though?
Wha-
Like Titanic blew up or didn't blow up?
What?
No, I haven't seen the movie.
Wow, okay, you know something about
Oh,
the
fuck.
Titanic sinking that
I
don't
haven't
know about.
seen that yet. No, this
Spoiler alert: we won World War II.
Why?
Damn.
Debatable.
debatable.
That's debatable. You're
no
right.
one, no one,
No one
won
won.
World War II. But yeah, the fact that like he survived to tell his story, like no one came after him, and then like the day the thing airs on BBC or whatever, or like NBC, he like shoots himself. that to me shows like how he probably felt like tortured for the rest of his life after like what he did to the Panthers.
Hey,
Isn't
man.
that a guy who infiltrates like the Ku Klux Klan?
No, that's
No.
Is that
that's
Black
the Spike
Panther?
Lee movie. Yeah, that's Black
That's-
Klansman.
Yeah.
This one's the opposite. It's a cop infiltrating, or like an FBI informant infiltrating the Black Panthers.
Oh.
Oh, so it's basically The Departed.
Sort
Oh
of,
shit,
yeah.
I didn't even.
Well, actually, what's his name? Martin Sheen's in both Departed and this, so you're kind of right on there.
Damn.
Did you think the movie would have been served better if like the actors were actually age appropriate? Like, would that made you think of it differently?
No, because I didn't know the history. Like, I didn't know that story at all. So I didn't have the expectation of seeing someone that was 17. And Lakeith Stanfield and fuck,
He's
What's
a
the
great
other guy?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Daniel Kaluuya are one of the best duos of movie history.
Yeah, but like afterwards, like after experiencing that movie and like someone telling you that they're actually supposed to be like 10 years younger than that, does that make you think of anything? Like, oh, whoa, they were actually way younger than that?
And it surprised me for sure. It was like, what the like I saw pictures of Fred Hampton and I was like, what the fuck? He's like 12, bro.
Yeah,
But
like they were
it
kids.
doesn't take anything away from the movie, I don't think. Shane, do you want to talk about that huge sharks thing you have on your wall that you didn't have?
I mean, I'm in a different room. That's.
Oh,
I'm back. We're in the room.
you're home.
That's the only reason. Yeah, that's been there for like 10 years, 15 years.
Damn. So you're home.
I am home for like the past few days. So, it's a bit of a throwback working in here.
That's sick.
Working from home.
Yeah, that's the story. Not that interesting.
That
Right,
is,
how long?
What was that?
I just realized Brendan's hair is really long.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it's getting.
I just watched it.
look at that.
You got John Redcorn hair, dude.
Bro, look at that hair. Bro, you could be a hippie. You could be a country singer. You could be a lot of things.
I just want to be Kevin Parker, bro. Please. Yeah, I've been growing this for a while. Guys, I probably haven't seen you in like since my hair was short.
I don't think I've seen anyone in 3 years. I don't know. Here it is.
What is time, bro? Guys, come to San Francisco.
All right.
That was easy.
Where's everyone at right now? Is it Jadu? You're still in over there, right? And then
Yeah, I'm over here in Peru.
Ben's in.
Did you say Peru?
Did you say Peru?
Wait, where you guys thought I was from?
Bro,
Fuck
I
you.
thought you were from like Slovenia.
I mean, that's where my side of the family's from. The Trumps.
Bro, Shane is in Concord. I'm in San Francisco. Shadu's in Brazil. Ben's in Chicago. And Gus, are you in San Diego right now?
No, I live in Santa Monica. Why did you
that's
just get
right.
all of
Oh.
Brazil?
You live in Santa Monica?
Yeah.
Bro, show me the view.
Okay, here, let me grab my laptop. I'll show you my view of the Whole Foods outside.
Ooh, Whole Foods.
Bro, that's still like better than any of our views. Wait, do you have a microphone set up?
I don't know if you can see it. What's up? No, I have my.
Mic? Yeah, but over there, behind you, is that a microphone?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think so. This is the only microphone I
Okay.
have.
Okay.
Oh, this is my bike.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you had like a studio set up.
No.
Yeah.
For what?
Bro, Gus, can you bike to the beach?
Yeah, it's like maybe 10 minutes max
Damn.
Damn, bro.
to the Santa Monica Pier.
That's so nice. Does it feel like you're playing GTA?
Yeah, basically. My life's GTA now. Oh,
Bro, GTA Los Santos.
Bro, Gus, do you want to
Jadu.
ask Alex what her pick for best movie of the year is?
she does not like Mank.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, she's what movies would you say is your pick? Like, the only ones you've seen. Oh, well, she's watched them all with me, I think. So Judas, Mank, and Sound of Metal. For best Oscar. Best movie. She says they all made her sad.
Yes,
That's a
bro,
pretty
why are they
good.
all so sad? They're not even about the pandemic.
You know, the pandemic isn't the only thing that makes you sad. What was your final vote for? She said that she goes with Sound of Metal and she really, really hated Mank.
Wow.
Okay.
What if Mank wins? We'll have to
The
boycott.
establishment will be very happy, Brandon. We don't like the establishment in this
Down with the
podcast.
establishment. Minari for the win.
True.
Okay.
Bro, Jadu.
What's up?
Recently, I was in an Uber, and actually two crazy stories. I'll start with the
Go
short
ahead.
story first. So I called you. I called your phone, but it was your old phone number. So this guy answers, and then literally I was with Shane, I was with my cousins, I was with my family, Colleen was there, my dad was there, and as soon as the guy answered the phone, everyone was like, Shadu, for like 30 seconds, super excited, like everyone taking a turn saying like, what's up, Shadu? And then I would like pass the phone to like towards my dad, he's like, Shadu, and then my sister's like, Shadu, like for 30 seconds, and the guy's like, I think you guys have the wrong number. I was just like, damn, this guy literally got just serenaded by like Jadu. He's probably like, what the fuck?
Bro, imagine if that happened to you.
Yeah, bro. He wasn't even.
Everyone goes like, Paul, Paul, Paul.
Bro, in that guy's mind, like you are Jesus Christ, bro. Like you have followers.
It probably felt pretty good for him for a bit. He's like, wow, I feel wanted. You know,
Wait, I'm not Jadu.
He was like standing on the ledge, bro, and then he's like, his phone rings, and now he's.
should have rolled with it. We would have thought he's Jadu.
Bro, the other story was I was in an Uber. So right before that, I was in an Uber. This is why I was calling you. I was in an Uber, and the guy I was in it. It was me, my dad, and Colleen. And the guy starts talking, and he had an accent, and I thought he might have been like from Brazil. And he said it something like, "Oh yeah, like back in my home country." I was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And he said, "Oh, I'm from Rio, like in Brazil." And I was like, "Oh, okay, like very cool." And then I was like, a little bit later, I was like, not to get like political or anything, but I'm just curious, like, what do you think of Bolsonaro? And like, bro, as soon as I said it, I was like, fuck, I regret this, because if he doesn't give me the answer that I want, it's gonna be a long Uber ride.
Yeah.
And bro, he was like, man, I'll tell you one thing. That guy is the best president we've ever had in this country. I'll just say that. And I'm like, no. This is bad. Bro, for the rest of the car ride, he went on every single conspiracy that you have not heard of. Bro, we ended the ride with 5G causes COVID. We started with how there's going to be an apocalypse in the next 5 years. He talked about how like the government controls the weather. He talked about how like COVID was like obviously like created by like China. And like he was going through every conspiracy that you could possibly think of.
This is why you don't talk to Uber drivers.
Yeah,
you
let's
just
say.
sit there quietly and hope that they don't realize you're high.
I treasure
Bro,
life.
Brandon, legit, Brandon is the most affectionate person towards Uber drivers I have ever witnessed in my life. I remember, bro, one time, I don't know if I'm gonna have to cut this out or not, but I remember one time it was me, Brandon, one of my friends who lived with me, and a girl that Brandon was like not dating, but like almost dating. And then we went to like Balboa December nights, and I think like they argued or something. Like they weren't like talking very much. And then we went into the Uber, and Brendan just sat in the front, and the girl was mad. She was basically like crying on like me and my friend's shoulders. She was like, Brendan doesn't care about me. He hates me. And Brendan was in the front, like just talking to the guy about like politics and the weather and sports and how science is changing and how like iPhones are amazing. Everything he could possibly think of, he was talking to the guy about. And the girl was crying.
That's
Oh my God, I do remember that. And by the way, she's in a very happy relationship that she's been in for a long time. So
Bro,
Sounds
Yeah,
like
I
she's-
think like the day after you guys broke up, she like met the guy of her life.
What?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Bro, you mentioning December nights reminds me of when we all went and like we picked up like Alex and her friend, remember? And her friend was super fucking drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like and she like legit like we aren't 100% sure, but I think we think that she shat in an alley when we were waiting for an Uber to come pick us up. Do you guys remember that?
I kind of remember. I remember people
You do
using
remember.
the restroom in the alleyway.
Wow,
That was so
the
funny.
stories are starting to escalate. I feel like.
Guys, I'm gonna admit
was-
something here. One time I got a ticket for public urination in PB, and I was so fucking pissed.
Dude, what?
They didn't even see me
We've all
peeing.
done that.
They saw the piss and said, "Oh, that's you." And then I'm like, "What the?" I was really drunk. I was like, "That's not me," and they gave me a ticket.
Yo, what? I would
It was me,
literally
but
be
they
like,
didn't
I
know.
want to witness.
Bro,
I would literally be
Clearly
like,
they
I want to
did.
talk to an attorney.
bro, Gus, you know why they call it PB, right?
I'm sure you're about to tell us.
I mean, that's the thing you do when you're in PB. Like when in PB, you pee in the B,
What's the B?
I
beach.
beach.
All right, thank you. Thank you for
That was very
clarifying.
creative. of you.
Guys, I remember
But-
being in PB that last night. Like, I think it was right after like graduation or whatever. And so
Yeah.
we all like jump in the ocean, and I'm like
Just you.
soaking
It was
wet
just
in
you.
all my clothes.
It,
I definitely
Yes.
did not.
it was definitely just you.
Well, I was soaking wet. Just like absolutely soaked. I get out, I'm pretty effed up. And I'm like, all right, let's call an Uber to Alex. And just calling it. It's like it's taking forever. I'm like, I'm so confused. Like, come on. I had to pee so bad. Like it was basically once the Uber got there, as soon as I closed the door, I had to pee. Like
Oh,
more than I've ever had to pee in my whole life. And bro, get this. So I'm soaking wet. It's 2 a.m. I just want to go home and use the bathroom. Bro, she ordered an Uber pool. So I was literally sitting next to a stranger, like covered in water and sand, and like not speaking because I was trying not to like do anything that would make me have to pee anymore.
you know, and you know it's a problem because he wasn't talking to the Uber driver. That's how you know it's serious.
Yeah, that is bad.
Bro, that feeling when you're like in a car, stuck in a car, and you have to pee more than you've like ever had to pee in your life. Like I've been there too. It's the worst, dude.
It's so tough. It's so hard. I think it literally gives you like.
Bro, I have a really good Uber story too, but I just want to address the girl shitting in the alley because we just straight up like walk right past that, and that cannot happen. But yeah, so she was like she was like on crack. She wasn't like drunk. She wasn't drunk. She wasn't like fucked up. She was on crack. It was a whole different like thing, and it was very weird. The vibe was weird. I remember, and then
Yeah, it was
That's
weird.
right.
It was weird for sure.
and then we parked outside of Balboa, and then she was like, "Ah, fuck! Like I have to go now." And then we're like, "Can you just wait till we're in Balboa to go?" And she was like, "Nah, I have to go right now." And then instead of like peeing, which would already be weird because like that would like
There are like
mean that
plenty of other people here
goes
like
after pee.
trying to like Uber park or whatever. This is like a common drop off spot.
Yeah, and then she just shits on the floor, and then me and Ben are like, what do we do now? Like, this isn't a situation that school prepares us for. Like, cops don't tell us that this might happen, or parents don't teach us what to
Whip
do.
out the Boy Scout handbook. And
Is there
see
even a
what it says
ticket
to
for
do
that?
here.
Like, I know like public urination's a thing. Is there a ticket for that? Is there like a loophole where you don't get in trouble for that?
I
There's
think it's a
gotta be.
loophole.
Gotta be like
I mean-
commercial Medicaid.
Public defecation? Like,
The Poophole loophole, baby.
There you go. We have a name. We have a title.
Bro, like the I don't know if I've ever in my life, besides that night, like just walking around in public, like minding my own business, just saw human shit just like out in the wild, out of context where you wouldn't expect it. But man, it hits you
gotta
like
visit
it hits
sounds
you like a truck.
Actually,
Actually, I do remember one time when I was camping and like I was in Cub Scouts in like elementary school and we were at a campsite and I walked into like the campground bathroom and it had like the pit toilets and like the urinals that aren't really connected to any like running water and there was just a big old turd right in the urinal and I was just like, nice, okay, cool, that's the vibe. That's the vibe we're serving here.
Bro.
but my story that is just really quick because it's not that crazy, but it is like the weirdest Uber ride I've ever had was like,
is this,
I got
this
picked.
is after the public defecation?
Well,
Oh
that's
yeah,
like-
true. Okay, this is before.
Oh,
No,
okay.
but
different story.
Yeah, the shitting on the alley was not an Uber, so it doesn't count. It was brand. So I get picked up by this like middle-aged white woman that seems very nice and talkative, and we're talking about like, I don't know, like her kids or something. And then at some point, like she gets the notification on her phone to like pick someone else up after me, and then she declines it. And then as she declines it, oh fuck, I think I was with you, Ben. And then as she
Oh.
declines,
Was this
Yeah.
on the way to the piano bar?
Shahaz,
Yeah.
Oh, I miss your house.
And then she declines it. She goes like, no, I can't go right now. Like I wanna, after this one, I wanna go to bed or something. I don't wanna like do another ride. And then she declines it. And then like a minute goes by and then she starts crying. And then me and Ben are like,
We were so
Looking at each other?
I was thinking about this Uber ride because that was like when I said like trying to make like pretend that you're not high because I was so fucking high and I was like
Yeah.
like she can't know how high we are and this just like elevated it, bro. Yeah, sorry.
and then
Bro,
and then
the
she was
weirdest
crying.
shit
She was
always
like
happens when
bawling.
you're high.
She was like bawling. She was like, it was like she just lost someone, you know? And then she starts talking about like how her declining the ride meant that some girl in San Diego that was drunk and couldn't drive home was probably not gonna have a ride home and was gonna get like abducted or like abused. And she was the reason for that. And how like she couldn't handle the guilt. And me and Ben were just going to PB to like a piano bar.
Yeah, it's
And we were like,
It was so
Oh,
weird,
shit.
bro. I was
yeah,
so
very
high.
sad. Sounds like this Uber driver was going through something.
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh my god, dude! I
Also,
completely
very
forgot
awkward.
about that.
Understand how Uber works. As a consumer, like
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Alright.
I think we're past the hour mark. I'm down to wrap up.
Cool.
Thank you.
Gus, I can't believe you're here. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Bro, you're welcome.
Thanks for
you're
having
welcome
me.
back
Thank you, guys.
anytime.
Fun.
Gus.
By the way, I gotta draw you guys a better logo. As I said to do when I made that was literally like a 2-minute sketch as a concept idea.
Yeah, it's dope though.
I
It
actually
is
really
sick.
like it.
Oh, it's on our Instagram page. At
Oh, you guys
Dog
have an
Daze Pod.
Instagram? I'm not on Instagram.
Oh,
I mean, I
yeah.
am, but I'm not. But I'll check it out. What is it called? Dog Days USA?
Pod.
Dog Days Worldwide.
Oh,
Dog Days Worldwide. Let me write that down in my journal.
thanks.
Yeah. listeners, please go check out the Instagram page. It's Dog Days Pod at Dog Days Pod.
Populating
We
it.
post. Yeah, we're gonna post like when every new episode comes out, and we're gonna start posting clips soon.
Sick.
All right. For today's episode, I've been Jadu, and my quick Hong Kong piece of news is that to our 2% of our listener base who are based in Hong Kong, we're always thinking about you. Virus scientists differ over causes and severity of BioNTech vaccine bottle defects as fears. This is such a big fucking headline. Let me look. Okay, residents offer unstoppable backing for Hong Kong electoral revamp. Beijing official. All right, there you go. Hopeful.
Was that hopeful? Was that what the?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Wait, an unstoppable
Is that the one
backing.
that you read last week?
No, it's not, because it was posted on March 25th, which isn't even
That's tomorrow.
future. It's written in the future.
Oh, they're in China. They're in the future.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna send you the link. Yeah, that's true.
Hong
Fuck.
Kongians are living in the future, bro.
Dude, for real
Oh,
though.
A
okay.
little time difference there, but still. Or you're a time traveler. One of the two.
Hey, thank you for listening.
I've been Ben, and you might not know it, you might not like it, but my legs have been soaking wet this entire time, baby.
Nice.
I don't feel comfortable with this at all. I would like to retroactively delete my entire contribution to this podcast after learning that. Please just delete everything I've said. Don't fill it with anything. Just keep the silence and keep it like that. Thank you.
We'll just do like a voice changer.
That'd be
Like
kind of
one of
sick,
those
actually.
fucking real crime documentaries.
Yeah, we'll blur out the face. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
My name is Shane. Don't talk to your Uber drivers.
My name is Brendan, and I'd like to read a quote by Kenny Osubel. Kenny once said, "Each of us has a spark of life inside of us, and our highest endeavor ought to be to set off that spark in one another."
You all set off my spark.
Ooh.
Guys,
Yeah.
Final
Gus,
quote.
say your name and a random or anything that comes to mind. You can say whatever.
Sure. My name is Gus. I would recommend that you guys all check out Adam Curtis's documentary series. What's it called? Can't Get You Out of My Mind. It's by BBC, but it's actually free on YouTube. It's supposed to be really good. 6-part series. Check it out.
Isn't Adam Curtis the guy who did hypernormalization?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so down.
It's all on YouTube for free. I don't know why.
All right, this has been Dog Days. Bye.